So welcome back to another review as read. Today we're talking about Danger Girls, special number 1. And this is the special wetsuit cover edition, which is a limited edition out of 10,000 copies. The one I got with the certification of authenticity is out. It's number 5,230. Specials of any comic is most of the time like this one, where the stories in this book are outside of the main story or story arc. In this particular one, you have a kind of alternative art kind of story which has nothing to do with the Danger Girl world. It's like a parody of Charlie's Angel of a parody of Danger Girl. And the other is linked to the main story, but like I said, a side story of Valerie, which is the nerdy girl in the Danger Girl group. Alright, and how she imagines like she's a full-fledged member and she's on going out on the real adventures, doing all the dangerous stuff and all that. So with that, let's first go into the cons of the book. Now, the first con of the book is, if you have no context to Danger Girl, both stories are at best average. Alright, especially for the one here with Valerie, because the whole idea is that she's actually not a full-fledged member, and if you actually read the story, you understand that actually what she does is not the active dangerous stuff and all that in the adventures, while the other full-fledged agents are the ones going out and having to fight the bad guys and all that physically. So if you didn't know, you'll be a bit confused that she's in the group but she's not in the group kind of thing. So there's no context to that. Alright. On top of that, each of the characters that she so-called takes the personality of, if you don't know the characters, you won't really get that how she's actually kind of shifting their personalities to herself. In a way, I mean, the nuances of the quirkiness of this story. And on top of that, for the other one, which is the parody of the Charlie's Angel parody of Danger Girl, alright, again with the story, if you have no idea of Danger Girl and you only had a context of, let's say, Charlie's Angel, it's basically a parody of Charlie's Angel without any context of how the Danger Girls are putting their own stamp on the story. So again, without any prior context to Danger Girl, both stories are at best average. And the last thing, of course, is the thing I never liked about these special edition comics, or even some main issue comics, where they give you a cover on one side which is facing this way, and then the alternative story they have, as you can see, is facing the other way. Because when you're reading, then you have to turn it around and all that. I much prefer that if they put it both on the same side. I understand what they're trying to do is like having two issues in one, so that people don't mix up that these both stories are flowing, but it is a nuance irritation of mine. So that's another con that I will put down for personal reasons. So with that, let's go into the pros of the book. Now, the first pro of the book is the different kind of art you get in the special edition. If you don't know how I feel about the art of Danger Girl and the story overall, go watch my review on the Ultimate Collection, which I'll put a link to below. But for this one, I just to put a quick summary, I do like the art of Danger Girl, the series, and it basically, the most important thing in the womanly form is extremely well done. Alright, but the good thing about this one is you get Danger Girl in alternate kinds of art, such as the first story of the parody of Charlie's Angels parody of Danger Girl, which is this high contrast retro art. Alright, very interesting, very nice. On top of that, you get posters in the middle. Alright, as you can see, which is very nice. And on top of that, you get different kinds of art. Like I said, this one is the anime style cover. In addition, the stories of both these are very good. The one on Valerie, imagining she is the rest of the Danger Girls, is very nice if you know the story. Alright, it's very quirky and it really fits her character very well. Alright, and it's a nice detour from the original story, which is kind of silly to the point, the kind of a one-note kind of story. This one kind of detours, and it's actually, I will find this story is actually more interesting than the main story somewhat. And the other one, which is the best one in this book at least, is this whole parody of Danger Girl. Alright, with the retro art and like Charlie's Angels. This was actually out of all the Danger School stuff I have, this is my favorite story because it's actually quite funny. It's such a weird thing because you actually can only enjoy it in a way if you know the Danger Go world, because it's literally like a parody of a parody of a parody. All right, so if you get all those 3 levels, then it's funny. If not, it's just an average story, because again, that's the reason. One of the cons is that you need context to find this funny. So in conclusion, out of all the 3 special stuff I've reviewed, the 3D edition, the Danger Size edition, all, this is probably my favorite. It's actually but with a caveat. If you know the Danger Go world, you like the Danger Go world, or you have some link to Danger Go, then this is a good buy. If you have no link to Danger Go, alright, and you're not a collector, don't bother. The stories that will have no context, they'll be totally average, alright, minus maybe the art if that's what you're going for. But if you know Danger Go, a good one to get, and one that I don't regret reading or having bought. So thank you very much. Till next word.